Stadium and Sports Complex here in Guangzhou. This is the scene outside the stadium here this evening. And this is the scene inside the stadium. And the fans getting ready for the 10th and last semi-final of the day. It's the second men's doubles, and it features Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan, the reigning and three-time world champions, up against Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin of Chinese Taipei. So that's the women's doubles draw, and I can tell you that as far as Hassan and Setiawan is concerned, their career win-loss record, 30 career finals, 18 titles, including 3 titles this year from 10 finals this year. So there are the reigning world champions, Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan, in the all-dark kit. Yeah, there's a television monitor out there. Don't be shy, boys. Don't be shy. Hassan and Setiawan, well, they won their first 2 matches in the group. On Wednesday, it was a repeat of the All England final against Aaron Chia and So Win Ik of Malaysia. And then on Thursday, they beat the left and right-handed combination Lu Qingyao and Yang Po Han. And then yesterday, they lost to their opponents of today, 18 and 18 in just under 30 minutes. So this is a repeat of yesterday's encounter in the group decider. So Li Yang, nearest to us, the taller of the 2 men, Wang Chi-Lin, in the background. And they've been in 6 finals this year, winning 4. On Wednesday, they beat their teammates Lu Qingyao and Yang Po Han in 2 straight games. On Thursday, they beat the All England finalists Aaron Chia and So Win Ik. Actually had a match point in the second game, having already won the first. But as you can see, they lost that second game, but won the match in 1 hour and 4 minutes, 21-14 in the deciding game. And as I was just telling you, yesterday beat their opponents of today, 18 and 18 in 29 minutes. So the reigning world champions, Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan, making their 5th appearance as a pair at the end of season championships. This, as a pair, is their 4th semi-final, because they've won the title twice in 2013 and 2015. And for Hendra Setiawan, well, this is his 7th appearance, and it's his 5th semi-final. Li Yang, making his 2nd appearance at the end of season championships, but his first with his current partner, Wang Chi-Lin. Wang Chi-Lin in a 2nd consecutive semi-final at the end of year championships, because a year ago he reached the semi-final with Chen Hongling. They lost to the eventual champions Li Junhui and Liu Yu Chen a year ago at this semi-final stage. Well, this will be the 6th meeting between these 2 pairs, and as you can see, Hassan and Setiawan have won 3 of them, but the last time they met, of course, was yesterday, in that match lasting under 30 minutes. But I strongly suspect that today's match will be a little tougher, because 3 of the 5 previous encounters have gone the full distance, and when you consider that both of these pairs knew they'd already qualified for the semi-final stage by the time they played their last group match yesterday. And also because the fact that the semi-finals are drawn, they knew that there was a 50-50 chance they'd play against each other again today. So perhaps there is another gear to go to. Muhammad Hassan is 32 years of age, born in Palembang in South Sumatra. Currently number 2 in the world ranking, this pair. But they did spend 38 consecutive weeks as world number 1s. They did actually finish the year ranked number 1 back in 2013 on the race to the end of season championships. This year they finished 2. SETIAWAN, older of the 2 men, 35 years of age, born in Pemalang in central Java. So the 2-time former champions looking to reach a 3rd final. And if they managed to win today's match, it'd be an 11th final of the year in their 19th tournament of the year. That would be something incredible. Li Yang is 24 years of age, born in Taipei, and he and his partner are enjoying their 3rd consecutive week at their career high of number 7. And he was also number 7 in the world with his former partner, Li Zhihui. Wang Chi-Lin is also 24 years of age, also born in Taipei. He's the taller of the 2 men, as you can see. That's just over 6'1". And he reached number 4 in the world ranking with his former partner, the partner with whom he reached the semi-final here last year, the partner with whom he won a bronze medal at last year's World Championships here in China. Simon Au from Hong Kong is our umpire, and Kelly Hoare from Australia, the service judge.
And he's still here, Wang Chi-Lin's partner.
As the coach.
He's sitting on the coaching chair.
Yeah. That I always think is interesting dynamics, that, you know, somebody that you've been playing with as an equal suddenly is not your boss, but, you know, is the man giving you advice and so on. It obviously shows that they have a very good working relationship, because an awful lot of players, there he is, the man with the glasses, that's his former partner. They must have a very good understanding and a very good respect for each other for this coaching situation, to work with a former partner.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Muhammad Hassan and SETIAWAN, Indonesia. And on my left, Li Yang and Chi-Lin, Chinese Taipei. Muhammad Hassan to serve to Wang Chi-Lin. Level play.
So the number 2 seeds, Muhammad Hassan and SETIAWAN. The 2-time former winners of this event. What a terrific shot from Li Yang.
Service over.
We were discussing earlier, weren't we, Steen, the fact that Hassan and SETIAWAN, when they've won their 2 previous World Championships prior to this year, in 2013 and 2015, they went on to win the end of season championships. Every time they win the World Championships, they win this event.
Yeah, so it's basically easy. I don't know what the other 7 pairs showed up for.
Wow.
But yeah, I actually think there's a good chance that they'll do it again this year. Now that Endo and Watanabe have taken care of Gideon and Sukamuljo.
Yes, because Hassan and SETIAWAN have had 1 or 2 problems with their teammates, Gideon and Sukamuljo, this year, haven't they?
Yeah.
Lost to them in 5 finals.
3-2.
Oh, that's going all wrong.
4-2.
I have them as favourites in this match, AHSAN and SETIAWAN, even though they lost in the group stage.
That went underneath the net.
Might be required to play in security badminton shoes with
Steel toes.
steel toes, yeah.
6-2.
This is the amazing thing about this Indonesian pair, isn't it? They can win rallies so quickly.
Yeah. The only previous time they lost to Wang Chi-Lin and Li Yang, that was Swiss Open. That was the week after they won the All England on 3.5 leg, where SETIAWAN was limping a little bit on his foot. Or calf, was it, I guess.
Oh, that's brilliant. From 1-2 down to 9-2 up.
9-2.
In the blink of an eye. Oh, I would have challenged that, Steen.
Ah.
3-9.
Not when you've got such a lead.
Yeah, but it was SETIAWAN. I mean, then he should have sort of made a quick decision and raised his hand and challenged, and he's so calm, so oh, he will take a point another time.
Service over. 10-3.
And I think it was great. It was worth challenging, but I think the linesman got it correct.
Service over. 4-10.
Brilliant.
What a shot there.
5-10.
Got the full use of his reach, Wang Chi-Lin. That was a long arm and racket that came up from below the tape there.
Yeah. Only player since the inception of the World Tour, Wang Chi-Lin, to have won a doubles double. It's an HSBC BWF World Tour event. Towards the return of serve into the mid-game interval. 11-6, the advantage to the world champions. For the record, that was at last year's New Zealand Super 300 event, where Wang Chi-Lin won his doubles double, men's doubles and mixed doubles.
They had a grueling schedule when they started their partnership, Lee and Wang, because they started in Spain Masters, and then they played for I think 6 or 7 consecutive weeks, which actually was totally the correct plan in terms of getting as many points as they could before they had to sort of enter tournaments on their own, instead of entering with the notional points where you get credit for having played at high level with a previous partner.
Yeah, not only was it a heavy schedule, but it was a wonderful start to their partnership, because they started at the Spain Masters 300 event. They won that. In fact, they had 4 finals and 3 titles in their first 6 tournaments together. Yeah. Amazing.
I think the key for the Chinese Taipei pair is to, of course, to attack. That's pretty obvious when you're playing AHSAN and SETIAWAN, but they've got to attack and maintain their balance. They cannot afford to get out of balance and let the Indonesians counter, because they're so good at reading the game and so good at capitalizing on the smallest opportunity if there's an unbalance on the other side of the court. The problem is more how do you actually do that? What kind of shots do you make? What do you do with the services, the service returns, and the third shots? And that's a much bigger problem, in my opinion, because they really so used to their game plan, AHSAN and SETIAWAN. Look at that.
Brilliant.
So fast with the racket.
Not only so fast, but they read the game so well,
Yes.
don't they? Indonesian players. And SETIAWAN at the front of the court, I mean, it's almost as if he's got some sort of magnets on his racket and it's attracting the shuttle the whole time. Of course it's not, it's just he's reading it so well. Yeah, it's a good return.
That was a really good service return.
9-16.
No, it's well left. It's wide of the centre line.
Oh, it's called in.
For goodness sake,
That's
it
a
was
terrible call.
absolutely dreadful.
But maybe the linesman didn't pay enough attention to which side the serve was coming from.
Yeah. Mind you, we had an incident yesterday, didn't we, when Hawkeye didn't pay attention to which side of the centre line was in and
something
which
was wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe we got the right call, but then we got the wrong graphics.
Yeah. There we go. Miles out. How was that called in?
Service over. 17-9. Play.
Lucky net cord.
No. Just net cord.
Yeah.
Just net cord. It was SETIAWAN. It's not lucky.
It's not lucky.
No.
No. You're right. Oh, my goodness.
Service over. 10-18.
Yeah. There he is again, in the right place at the right time.
19-10.
Fantastic rally.
Calm as you like, just leave that one, let it go long.
20.
Game point opportunities for AHSAN and SETIAWAN. Pushed it wide. Well, that's about as cross as you'll see.
Yeah,
SETIAWAN.
He's really upset now.
Yes,
Really upset.
that little movement with his left arm showing the indication of the drift there.
What's going on here? Great character.
Yeah, lovely man.
Twelve, 20.
played 11 minutes.
And we've had a minute mid-game interval as well.
Excellent. Good coverage by Li Yang.
13-20.
Well.
14-20.
4 game points have been saved. Or does that go down as a squandered game point opportunity by the Indonesians? This time, 5th game point opportunity is converted by Mohammed Hassan and Indra SETIAWAN. 21-14.
21-14.
And as we suspected it might be the case, it is a very different match to yesterday's encounter.
Set kedua mainnya tetap nolong
12
panjang.
minutes
Ngerti nggak? Nolong panjang
for
mainnya
the
biasa.
opening game.
Nah, kalau posisi di depan
It's just extraordinary.
2 kemungkinan net atau didorong panjang aja. Jangan setengah-setengah dia jagain bagus. Netnya nggak lurus, kombinasiin sama silang-silang. Ya, inget kalau dari sebelah sini ditembak sini jangan balikin lurus sana, buang silang, buangnya banyak ke sini. Jadi nggak kualitas DP ditembak, apalagi dari ditembak, gue mau masuk untuk mainnya nolok tuh satu main nolok. 3 inget nih nembaknya jangan spekulasi. Jadi kalau bisa nih yang jaganya yang di depan nyilang, yang belakang nembak situ san, yang di depan jaganya nyilang. Kalau nembaknya
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Coach. Second game. Level play.
So the reigning world champions, 1 game to the good to Sun and SETIAWAN.
Service over. 1 love.
Now, Steen, in earlier doubles matches today, we've seen that the near side of the court, which is where this pair is at the moment, the players have tended to do better from the near side. Do you think that that's going to help the pair from Chinese Taipei, or is that really not enough? Do you think that there was a different class in the opening game?
Yeah, there's a chance that will help them, and they'll have an easier task in getting the upper hand in the flat game, so to speak. But I'm a little, I don't really know. I tried to check as well the previous results between Li Yang and Li Jiehui, and it's 3-1 in favor of AHSAN and SETIAWAN, but a number of the matches have been 3-game matches.
Yeah.
I just feel like this win game is more to the benefit of AHSAN and SETIAWAN. I think they're totally convinced of what to do. It's not like they're saying, oh, what are we going to do? Are we going to play defense here, or what's the plan? They're going to continue trying to play short rallies, get the upper hand in the service situation, create opportunities for themselves. So I think they have to up their game. Wang and Li, and I just don't think they're as good in the service situation and the flat game as the two Indonesians. So far, a good start to the second game, because in the first game they were behind 8-2 by now.
Oh, that's well judged.
Yeah. It seems like they might have a little bit more trouble scoring AHSAN and SETIAWAN here. Well, so much for that.
That series out the window.
That escalated quickly. But the lift was mid-court area only, and you need to get better length on, which can be difficult playing this side of the court.
Oh, strings went. Oh, that's well left.
And the way he controlled those shots in the beginning of the rally, Mohamed AHSAN, that was brilliant. Not giving away any pace to work with for Lee and Wang.
Another one drifts long. It's a problem for the pair from Chinese Taipei, because they have to get a good length, because otherwise it's going to be crucified by the Indonesian pair. But in trying to get a good length, they're lifting long.
9-6.
I don't understand why they're showing the left hand. What's the problem that the left hand is sweating? You're playing with the right hand.
Oh my goodness, that's fabulous. Power and placement.
And one of the things that we've discussed also earlier in the season is that when Gideon and Sukamulya are not successful in the tournaments, then AHSAN and SETIAWAN comes and win them. And there's a big possibility that the same is going to happen again. And I just think it's a little bit harder to make a good strategy against AHSAN and SETIAWAN, because they are more similar in strength than Gideon and Sukamulya.
Yeah. So it's a 5-point advantage on a run of 5 straight points for the world champions.
Jangan terlalu masuk, munduran dikit, dia panjang, naro, nungguin dia ngangkat, kontrol belakangnya. Satu, kedua, kalau dia ngangkat nggak out, tembak.
Halfway through the second game, 20 minutes played.
Yang penting bolanya turun diceplek.
Well, not even 20 minutes played, 20 minutes into the match.
Kalau di sini dia bisa bontang-banting ke kanannya satu arah doang. Ya.
Yeah, because there's the intervals.
Yeah, we've had 3 minutes of intervals already.
2
2 minutes between the two games, and 1 minute interval midway through the first game.
over. Seven, 11. Service over. 12-7. What?
That's amazing play. Start out in the defense, and then SETIAWAN just turns his defense, moves forward, takes the initiative. That's the thing we often see the Indonesians do, that they do so well when the backcourt player has launched a smash and the front court player is involved. Just block it the first time. Block it and you will get a much better chance.
Yeah.
And there, when your plan is to block it, you can pretty much intercept anything because you're not trying to kill it. Well, they've improved a lot from yesterday, AHSAN and SETIAWAN.
Yeah.
So much we can say.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness. Oh, yeah, that could have been nasty. Days immediately apologises, and Li Yang says, no, it's okay. You got me, but didn't go in the eye. In fact, I think it landed on his right shoulder.
Shoulder, yeah.
But this is just a masterclass, isn't it, by the world champions?
Yeah, it's like when Wang and Li, when they come out, they wouldn't know what have hit them.
No.
What happened here?
Yeah.
They've played very, very close to their best, I suspect. AHSAN and SETIAWAN.
They've just won 10 of the last 11 points, make that 12 points, because it was 6-all at one stage. This is incredible.
Harry Piangani is taking a different approach on the coaching chair in this match than the other match where he was constantly working with Gideon and Sukamuljo.
2 points away from a third final at the end of year championships, AHSAN and SETIAWAN. He looks very relaxed, doesn't he? Match point opportunities. A whole host of them. Well, that was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you never get into any rhythm when you play them, because either it's winners or it's losers, but there's more like that kind of winners there.
Yep. That's the match. 21-14, 21-9. Clinical by Mohammad AHSAN and Hendra SETIAWAN. Well, that is absolutely phenomenal. What a performance. 28 minutes. 21-14, 21-9. And AHSAN and SETIAWAN through to a third final at the end of season championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final day will be 1 o'clock tomorrow. And
so, all smiles. Yeah. Chinese Taipei pair chatting to their opponents, saying, well, yeah, you got the better of us today, we admit that. Well, this is what's happened in this evening's session on semi-finals day. It started with the second of the men's singles semi-finals. Kento Momota, the reigning world champion, has reached his third final here at the end of season championships by beating Wang Suwei in 2 straight games. Then the world number ones in the women's doubles and the winners of this title 3 years ago, Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan, beat last year's beaten finalists Li So-hee and Shin Seung-chan. And as you can see, absolutely dominated in that second game. Then it was men's doubles and 3 games for Endo and Watanabe to record their 5th win in 5th meetings this year over the world number ones Gideon and Sokomolio, 21-10 in the deciding game. And then it was an all-Japanese affair, a repeat of the last 2 World Championship finals. And as with the last 2 World Championship finals, it was Matsumoto and Nagahara that got the better of Fukushima and Hirota. They were very convincing in that deciding game. Wonderful attacking play from the world champions. And as we've just seen, well, it was a bit of a masterclass from the reigning world champions in the men's doubles, Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. 21-14, 21-9 against Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin. So, of course, it's finals tomorrow, and we'll be starting with mixed doubles. It's a repeat of last year's final, and we're guaranteed a Chinese winner for a 7th time in 10 years because it's an all-Chinese affair. Then it's men's singles and the reigning world champion Kento Momota against Anthony Ginting. Ginting trying to make history as the first player from Indonesia to win the men's singles title. Then it will be women's doubles and the reigning world champions Matsumoto and Nagahara up against the world number ones Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan, looking for a 2nd title here. Then it will be women's singles and Tai Su-ying in her 4th final at the end of year championships against the current world number 2 Chen Yufei. Whoever wins that tomorrow will be world number 1 at the world rankings next week. And then we will finish tomorrow with men's dumbbells. Endo and Watanabe hoping to go one better than their final last year by winning the title. They're up against the world champions, AHSAN and SETIAWAN. All 5 finals tomorrow, 1 o'clock local time, 0500 GMT. I can't wait. Join you tomorrow. Bye for now.